Morning, guys. Saturday morning. Let's have a look at the average. Now, I just watched the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight on YouTube that took place last night. I wish I hadn't bothered now. It was terrible. I don't know if you watched it or whether you stayed up to watch it, but what a disaster. I won't say who the winner was, obviously, because you might not have watched it yet. Some of you might be still in bed and you might want to watch it. Right, let's have a look at the coordinates submitted then. Well, only 6 coordinates submitted this week out of 764 views. So, bit of a poor effort there, lads. One of them is mine. So only 5 of you. But I do understand that some of you have had terrible trouble trying to post your coordinates. It's an ongoing problem we've had for the last couple of years, that YouTube sees somebody post random numbers and just thinks it's a link to some spam or whatever, so it kicks them out. So for those of you that persisted, thank you for that, otherwise we wouldn't have had any up here. But what's noticeable about it is that, let me draw some lines while I'm rabbiting. What's noticeable about it is that, oh god, now I'm putting crosses in by mistake. What's going on here? Let me get that cross out of there. Replay, yeah, put a cross in his eye instead of drawing a line. Right, click on draw lines. Is that the spread from this guy on the left here, the one that's jumping and, well, I think he's jumping and heading it. If I draw lines through the centre of the crosses, it's a very, very narrow spread from him. So we all seem to think it's in, you know, that tiny, tiny little spread going up from there. Obviously, from the player at the back here, he's further back, so it's going to be a wider spread because there's a bigger distance. So let's draw some lines up there. There we are. So it's going to be a wider spread, and I still think that spread makes sense to me, in that it could be looking at any one of those. I was further up in this when, if you remember, on Tuesday, was it? Yeah, last Tuesday. I opened the video with 2 crosses. I had one, and they were along the same line. I had one where I am now, which is there, the one that's making his flash, and I had one along the same line further up, because I couldn't decide how far away from him if he just headed it. But I figured he'd only just headed it, looking at the tension and out on his face and in his neck, and I thought it's literally just left his face. So I put the ball closer to him and took the other one out. But it seems that 4 of you seem to think the other one would have been better, and now it's further away. So it's a good sign in that it gives us an idea. So I mean, I guess the average is going to be nearer that cluster of 4 to the right. So I'm not sure. Let's get the average in there. See how it looks. Well, there we go. Just drawn across right through where the average was, or very close to it. So the average came up as 14111101. Rounded it up because it was 0.6666. So in maths, you've got to round it up of new to the next whole integer, which is what I did. So that puts the average nearer that cluster to the right, which makes sense to me. So now I got a decision to make. Do I leave mine where it is, or do I go further up towards the average, on the way of thinking that most of the judges will go further to the right and obviously higher, because that's the angle he's looking at. And of course we like to go by our own sort of judgment and our own instinct. But that's the decision I got to make there. Do I stay there, because mine's the of the 2 on the left, mine's the highest one, or do I go further up towards that one? I don't know. I think on the basis that if more of the judges are going to go further to the right, perhaps I should move mine to the right. But yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably go slightly to the right and up, and try and follow that sort of try and follow my line, my eye line that I picked, but further to the right, just to match up with what the judges will do. Right, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Revcomps then, let's have a look. I've only gone for Monday's draw, I've only gone for this Range Rover and this ID Buzz thing, because they're both cash alternatives. I didn't bother with anything else. And so far for next Thursday, I haven't gone for anything yet. The only one I might go for is this Ferrari, because it's £130,000. And I got to be honest, to my shame, I was thinking completely wrong about this BMW here that's part of the charity draw thing. Because I looked at this, and it was like £2.50 a ticket. I thought, oh, it's cheap tickets. Yeah, 99,999 tickets. 100,000 tickets, bar one. And I thought, well, the return is rubbish, isn't it? What's the chances of me by just buying one ticket or two tickets out of £100,000 tickets? And then I thought to myself, hang on a minute, what the hell are you talking about? This is proceeds to the toy drive. This is their charity drive. If they had taken that card out of there and said, do you know what, you've just bought tickets and other things, do you mind adding another £2.50 to your order? There's no prize for it, but some poor kid can open a present on Christmas Day. I would have said, yeah, of course, mate, you are. Use a £5. But there we are. That's why I said it was to my shame, because I'm thinking, well, what's in it for me? The odds are terrible. Why should I pay £2.50? So I will get a couple of tickets on this, and not for the prize, but because I know what my face used to be like when I was opening a toy on Christmas Day. So, you know, if I can make a small contribution to that look on some kid's face, I'm going to. That was sentimental, wasn't it? Right, what else? Oh, the auto draws. Yeah, there's not many there. We'll add some more today because it's Saturday, and these two here will be going, because I did grab a ticket on these because they were cheap, and it's the auto draws that get me. I mean, it's £2 a ticket. Alright, the odds were a bit high on this Porsche, 30,000 tickets, but £28,000 cash alternative. And there's this Vauxhall Corsa, which I'm not overly fussed on, but like I said, I get drawn in. I didn't bother with this Audi A4. It was the 2-litre petrol, and it's an estate car, and I thought, well, it's probably a bit big for what I need, and I'll be a bit thirsty. I did have a ticket on this little thing. Now, I think I might have said on Tuesday that I think the brake horsepower on that is something like 68 or something silly. And the 0 to 60 was like 15 seconds because it's this little CVT automatic thing. But it'd be great for getting back and forth to work, where I really get over 40 mile an hour anyway. It's about a 7-mile journey to where I work twice a week. The rest of the time I work from home. That's basically a 4-door mobility scooter. But I thought, yeah, do it. It's only £2. That would be ideal, just for running about back and forth to Asda and work. So, what else was I going to say? Oh, there might not be another video on Tuesday. I got the afternoon off. I got a hospital appointment on Tuesday, and according to the letter, they put in drops in my eyes, which dilate my pupils so they can have a good look in the eyes. But they said, don't drive, because you won't be able to see, because your eyesight will be all blurry. Which means, by the time I get back home, my eyesight might still be too blurry to make a video, because I was talking to one of my colleagues, and I said, how long did it take to clear up? Because she'd had it done. And she said, well, I went to bed, and when I woke up the next morning, it was fine. So I might be blurry Tuesday, too blurry to make a video, but we'll have to see. It might wear off within a couple of hours, it might not. But the appointment is 10 to 3, so they're probably not going to do that till about 3:15, and I can't see that clearing before sort of late Tuesday night. So if there's no video on Tuesday, guys, you'll know why. It's because I can't see bugger all. In the meantime then, I think that's it. Enjoy your weekend, and good luck for Tuesday.